Good morning. Welcome to Up to the Minute. I'm Todd Duplantis. It's good to have you with us. We're back for another week. It's Monday, July the 17th. My co-host this morning, I know you're going to be confused. He's usually here on Tuesdays, but now he's here on Mondays for some time. Benji Escobar is joining me now from his humble abode. Are you at home all day today, or are you going into the office today, Benji?
I am going to be home today. Yes.
Okay. All right. But you're here doing the show, so we appreciate
it. But I'm here in spirit,
Yeah. How was your weekend? Did you have a good weekend?
It was great. I actually went out to Canyon Lake with some friends and we enjoyed the weekend. So
it was great. Did you get to see your girlfriend?
Yeah, with the girlfriend was yes.
Good. All right. Good deal, Benji. Well, we want to thank everyone watching us on Facebook Live and YouTube. We're here just about every morning that HCC is in session, live at 10 a.m. But Benji, they can also catch us in social media anytime and also on HCCTV.
Yeah, we're live on the Houston Community College District Facebook page, not HCC, but Houston Community College District. We're also on YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, and on HCCTV, our own TV channel, where you can catch the rebroadcast of this show at noon, 5, and 10 p.m. Monday through Friday.
All right, Benji, stick around because you'll be talking with this next guest. Bill Nantz joins us. He's a professor with the accounting department here at HCC. Good to see you, Bill. Welcome to the show. All right. Well, your mic is muted, but we're going to check in with you in about 10 minutes. So stick around. We'll be with you shortly. All right. We're going to kick things off right now. Our Mental Health Monday guest, reoccurring, comes on our show. She's going to be talking about social wellness. Sarah Gish is an artist and creator of Ignite Your Life and our Mental Health Monday guest. Sarah, it's always good to see you.
Good morning. I'm excited. I feel like I should talk to the accounting teacher and get some tips.
We can all use accounting tips. Yeah, I know. Yeah, definitely.
But hey, that's good for your mental health too.
Today I know is a bittersweet day for you. Today's your brother's birthday, and let's talk about his death and how that relates to the subject we're going to be talking about today.
Yes, my brother, Jeffrey Gish, also, we grew up as redheads. You can't tell I'm a redhead anymore, but we were both redheads, 2 years apart, very close. And as he got older, he became an alcoholic and basically died of alcoholism at age 43 and had been sober for 12 years and went back out, started drinking December 31st, 2003. So 8 months later, he died. And I always use that story as a lesson for people that think they can just go back out without impunity, because people die when they go back out. And I got sober because of my brother, to be honest. He was put into treatment, and it was Family Week, and they suggested that I go to a 12-step program, and I was shocked because I didn't think anybody noticed my own alcoholism. But anyway, today, I know, nobody knew. But today is his birthday, and I do honor that because he was a beautiful spirit. And I did start my Ignite Your Life project, t-shirt to boot, in 2013. So it's been 10 years, and it's in honor of my brother, his spirit, the memory of him, and also how igniting your life is a firewall to addiction. So,
and talk more about the Ignite Your Life project. I know we talked about it on the show, but if somebody's just tuning in, give us an idea what this is all about.
Well, I could go on forever, but I won't. I only have 10 minutes. So the Ignite Your Life art project involves many things: art cars, art, workshops, etc., helping people ignite their lives. That's my big goal, is igniting lives and creating connections. If you know nothing else about the project, memorize that. And it is, when you ignite your life, as I said, it's a firewall to addiction, also isolation, anxiety, and depression. So those four things are what I've discovered in my research that it's a firewall for if you're ignited for your life. I've also done video interviews and hundreds of interviews with people about how they ignite their lives. And I'm writing a book right now. So hopefully that'll be a handbook for igniting and connecting.
And July is Social Wellness Month. Tell us how we should interpret that in our lives.
Well, it's interesting because I knew it was Social Wellness Month, didn't know a whole lot about it. It was started by actually Dr. Herbert Dunn coined the term wellness, and I hadn't really thought about it. I mean, it's such a part of our vocabulary now, but it was not until the 1950s when Dr. Dunn started speaking about wellness and how you can achieve it. So Social Wellness Month was created by, I can't remember who it was created by, but is a month, just like there's so many different months, but it is one of the months that's dedicated to social wellness. And this past May, the the Surgeon General actually said that we have an epidemic of loneliness in this country, that 50% of Americans are lonely. And so this month, social wellness is more important than ever. And what that means is being out in community, hanging out with friends, doing together things, going to movies. I went to a movie last night and actually took a picture of people's feet. I didn't want to ruin their privacy or invade their privacy, but I posted it. And I said, why do you think I'm posting this? And it was because there's so many people, feet and bodies included, seeing movies again. So, get yourself to a movie with some friends or go by yourself. You'll see lots of people. Go to talks and lectures and live music, whatever you can do to be around other people is really important.
I don't realize until I used to go to the movies fairly regularly. And this past week, I've seen 2 movies. And I didn't realize that I enjoyed them so much. It's been a while, and that's one thing I really, really enjoyed was getting out to the movies and seeing people once again out doing that. And, I was at the movies both times by myself, but either way, it was a great experience. I guess after the pandemic, a lot of us took stuff like that for granted. Now we're trying to get it back.
Well, and a lot of us stopped doing those things because we were told it was unsafe. I mean, I did yoga online virtually with Adrian actually for 2 years, and I found a really good in-person yoga class. And at first, I thought, I'm not gonna be able to make it an hour because I do these quick, 20-minute or 10-minute yoga classes online. But it is such a great community just to go there and see people. Right. And talk in person. Trivia night. My son and his friends started going to trivia nights at bars, I will mention, but it's okay. You can be there if you're there for a good reason. It's okay to be there. And I love that. I love trivia, and trivia nights are super fun. Game nights at places, game nights at home. We do game nights at home. Running clubs. I know you're a big runner. I know you run alone, or you're never lonely though, right? Because you're always surrounded by people. But running clubs, I have a lot of friends that do those. And I wanted to mention, community and social wellness is about connecting, and also pets. And I think I'm going to do a whole segment with you guys on pets, but they are definitely, if you can connect to pets, that's a good thing too.
Yeah. My pets have certainly kept me some company over the last year. I wouldn't know what I'd do with those 2. Sometimes I don't know what I'm going to do with them anyway, but there's a joy in life. Real quickly, illness versus wellness. Maybe you can talk a bit about that.
Yeah. And I'm a writer. I love words. I love breaking them down. And illness starts with I, and wellness starts with we. And so as we deal with illness, it's often because we're alone or lonely, and we get better, we get well by wellness. So it's a we thing. Also in AA, they have the 12 steps, and the first step is a we word. We admitted we were alcoholic. We admitted what is that? We admitted we had a problem. Anyway, it was a we word. It starts with we, and that's really important to do things, to do healing and community for sure.
If people would like to connect with you, they can reach you through your website, social media. Do you have any events going on this month?
Oh gosh, well, I'm going to Uvalde later this month. Actually, next week, the July 25th through 27th. I'm bringing a group of art cars. I'm very grateful my art car friends are going to come together with me. We're driving the 4 hours to Uvalde, and we're doing an event at the library there. There's an end of summer reading program, so we'll have our cars all lined up, ready to bring cheer and joy, and then we're going to parade around the town. The town is 7.5 miles square, so it's very tiny. I mean, normally in Houston, we're like, okay, let's map out a route. But in Uvalde, we're just going to drive around at 1 o'clock. So the library event, if anybody happens to be in Uvalde, is at 10:30, and then the parade will be at 1 o'clock. So we're excited. And I'm always trying to do things like that. We did a Healing for Uvalde event here in Houston on the 1-year mark of the shooting on May 24th. So it's important. And igniting and connecting, again, I'll just say, it's all about reaching out to people. And one little tip really quick, exchange names with everyone you meet is a great way to connect. And I did that yesterday at Whole Foods, and the cashier was just blown away by that idea of exchanging names. So
Sarah Gish, she is the artist and creator of the Ignite Your Life program. We appreciate you being here on the show. Look forward to seeing you next month, and we'll have all of your information in our social media post after the show.
thank you so much. Y'all have a great day. Igniting Connect.
Thank you. All right. We're going to turn things over now. Benji, you've got a special guest you're going to be talking with.
Yeah, we're moving on to William Nantz, the professor of the accounting department with the Business Center of Excellence. Welcome to the show, Bill.
Thank you. It's good to talk to you, Benji.
Awesome. Let's start right off with the best news that HCC has received some kudos for its associate degree. Tell us about that.
So the associate's degree in accounting is rated one of the top in the nation, and it's based on the education and based on the earnings of the students who, once they graduate from our program, they're very hireable. And so it's a pretty good program. Yeah.
We love to hear that. What kind of standards does HCC have to meet for the CPA exam, would you say?
Okay, so there's really two different programs. There's one that's associate's program, and the other program is if you want to sit for the CPA exam, then you've got to get a 4-year degree.
Mm-hmm.
Then you get your 4-year degree and you come back. So I used to teach intro to accounting in some of the early accounting classes. And some of my associate students, a couple of years later, will come back to HCC and they'll take these classes. But you have to have a 4-year degree to qualify for those classes to allow you to sit for the CPA exam. And so it's a lot less expensive because I guess classes run around $200 and something per class as opposed to a 4-year school, where then that program is around $2,000 to $5,000 a class.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a big substantial difference.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of students that come back and from all different programs. I mean, I've gotten some people that have PhDs. I'll get people that are in their 70s. I'll get people that are in their 20s, just people that want to come back and qualify in the educational program to sit for the CPA exam. Yeah.
Okay. And I know they have to have some qualifications before they take the CPA exam. What are those?
Okay. So for our classes to count, the Texas State Board of Public Accountancy is required to approve our program, so we get a higher level of credentialing. Those classes are taught at more of a graduate school level, so they're a little bit harder. So you've got to have they're changing the rules right now. Literally, on the 13th, I was in a meeting with the state board, and the 14th, we were talking about the new rules, but you have to have 150 hours of schooling. You got to have a 4-year graduate degree. You have to take an ethics class, which we teach, and it's going to change from 30 to 27 hours of upper division accounting, 24 hours of business. So literally, I've had art majors come to HCC and get all their qualifying classes through HCC. And you can also get an associate's if you want.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's great. See, these are the things that I love to hear about HCC and what students can accomplish, with 2 years. So I've also heard that there's a forensic accounting and fraud examination class. Can you tell us what type of careers can students find in that?
Yeah. So what we did a couple years ago, I'm a forensic accountant. And I'm a lawyer, and I'm a CPA, and I'm a fraud examiner. And so we created a program that a fraud examination class, so you can learn about how to catch people committing fraud. Then you can there's also a forensic accounting class, which is the capstone for our certificate. and you can get a forensic accounting certificate at HCC. And so you take 4 classes. They're all classes that qualify you to sit for the CPA exam. And we've created that program. And we have a fair number of students that graduate every year with that certificate as well. We're also in the approval process for a digital analytics and accounting program. We have the class. I created that class about 2 or 3 years ago. And so that's where we're at.
Okay. And what about data analytics? Do you have anything on that?
Yeah. So that's what I was saying. The data analytics, we're trying to get the school to approve the certificate. We've had the class for a couple years. And so what the students get to do there, it's an advanced class where they get to look at data sets and different types of software, perform their own data analytics. The forensics class, you have to write a paper on data analytics. The fraud class, you have to do a data set analysis. So it's pretty serious we've been serious about data analytics for a long time. It's kind of cutting edge, and we'll probably be moving. I haven't decided. We're trying to determine where to move the artificial intelligence aspect of it.
Okay.
But we got to wait on the textbook people too. Yeah.
Yeah. So for a student who's interested in accounting or anything of these classes that you've talked about, can you tell us about like maybe what the starting pay is for one of these jobs, or what are they expecting once they go out to the workforce?
So the entry level accounting, you'll read these different numbers online. Yeah. And so, they're starting out in with the associate's degree in the 50s or higher, 50,000 a year. Some of my students that are on the CPA program, they're making around 80 after a 4-year degree. And then if you want to keep going on up higher, the bill rates for a forensic accountant, the least is going to be around $300 an hour. Wow. I've seen those guys charging up to $1,000 an hour. I'm not making that up. I mean, It's like, if you can get to that point, it takes 10 or 15 years. The people that are doing some of this really specialized work are making really high 6 figures. But, that's 10 or 15, maybe 20 years into your career. Yeah.
I know that's amazing to hear.
It's amazing. Yeah.
So with the 2-year degree, they can also transfer it to a 4-year college, like let's say, for instance, University of Houston. Do we have any ties with them?
Oh, correct. We have programs set up that you can come to HCC, do your first 2 years, then you can transfer to U of H, U of HD. I'm not sure of all the schools. So this summer, most of my students are students from 4-year colleges coming back to HCC to take the classes that then transfer back to the 4-year college. Yeah. And then you can even go to a 4-year college and get a 5-year degree where you get your what would it be? I guess you get a master's in public accounting, and then you get whatever 4-year degree the college provides. So HCC provides a route which is less expensive, and the 4-year colleges aren't going to tell you, but a lot of the people that teach at HCC in accounting also teach at 4-year colleges sometimes.
I've noticed that. Me myself as a student, I've noticed that. Sometimes when you look up professors, you're like, they show up as a University of Houston professor, and they also show up as a Houston Community College professor. So you're basically getting the same kind of teaching. You're
getting the exact same class.
Yeah. So So thank you so much, Bill Nantz. He is the professor for the accounting department with the business COE. We'll have all of your info in our post after the show.
Well, thank you very much. It was a pleasure.
Have a great day.
All right. So we've got a few announcements, Benji, to go through before we wrap up today's show. First off, Summer Food Scholarship Program at the Spring Branch campus. HCC is offering a food scholarship program in partnership with Houston Food Bank on several dates this summer. The HCC Student Success Center offers free groceries such as fresh fruit, veggies, protein, canned goods, and more. It's very easy. You just sign up there, you go out and you pick out your groceries. It's 1 to 4 p.m., Tuesday, July the 5th. They're asking you to pre-register for this. It's at HCC Spring Branch campus at the Student Success Center. In order to register, we'll have some information in our post after the show, Benji. There's also a community college fair happening at the Northwest College as well, Benji.
Yeah, HCC Northwest will host another college and community fair to help students and prospective students with everything they need to enroll at HCC. This will take place Thursday, July 27th from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. at the Spring Branch campus, and check HCC's events calendar for more info.
Okay, Building Bridges for Health. The Fort Bend Interfaith Summit is happening. It's a groundbreaking event aimed to foster healthcare collaboration and cooperation among local faith-based nonprofit organizations and companies. On tap for discussion are healthcare hubs for all backgrounds, seeking to be more inclusive and accessible for Fort Bend County residents. 10 a.m. to noon, Thursday, July the 27th is the date. HCC's Southwest Stafford campus. So check that out. We'll put some information in our post after the show there. And we've also got some workshops with SCORE that are free, Benji.
Yeah, we have HCC's Entrepreneurial Initiatives is offering another free SCORE workshop to learn more about sales. This will take place Thursday, August the 3rd from 1 to 3 p.m. at the Missouri City campus. And just please check out our post after the show for more registration info.
All right. If you've got a favorite faculty member, check this out. You can nominate them for an award. If you have an inspirational instructor, the HCC Faculty Senate is accepting nominations for the Faculty Teaching Excellence Award. Nominations will be accepted through August 31st, and the winners will be announced at the Beta-Check Orman auction. I believe that happens in October. Anyway, we'll have some information in our post after the show where you can nominate your favorite faculty member. Fall registration, Benji. Have you registered for the fall yet?
Yes, I am registered for the fall already.
All right. Well, it's underway right now. If you want to register for the fall, you can do so. We've got 5 ways to learn: online anytime, online on a schedule, hybrid classes, hybrid labs, and also in-person classes. If you want to take those in-person classes, though, you need to register ahead of time because a lot of them fill up. They will add more sections, but you have to sign up for it. Now's the time to register, to go to hccs.edu/apply. So tomorrow you're not going to be on the show, right?
I don't know. We'll see.
Are you
probably pop up? Probably not.
Yeah, maybe. No. Okay. We'll see. It's Tasty Tuesday is tomorrow. We'll get a taste of honey virtually with a honeybee rescue farm and bee-made products and honey straight from the beehives. Also, later this week, Thursday Family Fun Day is coming up. The Houston Zoo will be here to talk about their... What the heck was that? Did you hear something?
Yeah, I heard that. Was it a ghost, maybe? I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know what's going on. Ooh, scary. Freaking me out. They're talking about a sea turtle saving campaign that's coming up as well. So that's happening later this week. Benji will be back. He's not sure. He might be here tomorrow. He may not be, but I'll be here tomorrow, one way or another. So, Benji, we'll talk to you later on. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back tomorrow live, 10 a.m. for Up to the Minute.